can you? You don't need the Boomerang app. Boomerang? Boomer? Oh, maybe you do. Hi! Welcome to Better Life Project TV, the place to be to make your awesome business and life happen. My name is Sarah and I am so excited for today's show. Fear of failure is something that I am so passionate about. I love writing about it. I love coaching my clients to feel empowered by the thought of failure. And I'm gonna love this episode too. For a lot of people, fear of failure prevents us from trying new things. And it also prevents us from getting ahead in our career, in our relationships, and just in life in general. We're terrified at the thought of something that we've never experienced before. Since we were young, most of us were taught to embrace success, to accomplish, to achieve, and to always be good and great. Now, this fixed mindset approach towards goals, towards life, and towards visions is suffocating and disempowering. By putting ourselves into a growth mindset, we are putting ourselves into a position where we can embrace mistakes, embrace failure, embrace the challenge that the journey holds, and learn about ourselves, become more confident, become happier, and in general experience so many freaking positive emotions. We're going to be spewing sparkles from our nose. And who doesn't want to spew sparkles from their nose, guys? Come on. But by developing the courage or by learning how to fail better, not only will you become happier, more positive, and more confident, you'll learn how to live your life with that much more oomph. And today's episode is going to help you by showing you 5 strategies that you can use right now to help you learn how to fail better. Because the goal in life isn't to avoid failure. Grab yourself a cup of tea. Here are your top 5 strategies to help you fail better. Number 1, reframe failure. From a very young age, we've been taught that we need to be successful, we need to achieve as much as we possibly can, and be as accomplished in our life. We've been taught to applaud people who do really, really well, and we've been taught to always aspire to be the best version of ourselves that we possibly can be. We've been taught to fear something that we've never felt, experienced, or tasted in any way. We've been taught to fear the unknown, but it's in the unknown, it's in our failures and in our mistakes that we will learn the most. You guys have a project, an idea, you have something exciting that you want to be able to share with the world, but you don't press go because you're too afraid of what people might think, you're too afraid that it might not be perfect the first time around, or you're too afraid that you might fail. But it's in that you will learn and grow. Quite often, a lot of people won't do things because they're afraid of what everyone else is thinking of them. But the people who are judging them are the people who will sit on the sidelines of their life, watching, observing, and judging those people that are actually out there trying to create something completely magical with their lives. Every single day, you need to make a decision. Are you going to be the sort of person who's going to get out there and get down and dirty with life? Or are you going to just sit on the sidelines, observe and watch and judge everyone who's out there trying to create something bold and something beautiful with their life? Reframe failure, because failure is not a bad thing. I would rather fail every single day at trying to do something I love than sit on the sidelines of my life and watch every single day pass me by. Number 2, you gotta try, you gotta try again, you gotta fail, you gotta try, and you gotta keep on trying by putting yourself into a growth mindset, by allowing yourself to grow from your mistakes, to make mistakes most importantly. You will learn so much, not only about yourself, but you'll develop new competencies which will help you become more confident, and you will learn about what it is that you like, what your strengths and your weaknesses are. By putting yourself into a growth mindset, by embracing the challenge, you will create so much space in your life for success, for happiness, and for confidence. Because you'll no longer place or condition your success on one end output, one end goal. You will embrace the process as much as you will the output. Number 3, you gotta follow your own path, kids. For For so many of us, for me, when I was starting my journey with the Better Life Project, I was so caught up with what the world and their auntie thought about what I was doing with my life. There was a path that I was trying to create for myself, but I was so scared of what everyone else thought of me. I put the brakes on. I was constantly asking people, do you think this is a good idea? Will I go left? Will I go right? Will I do X? Or will I do Y? Whereas I knew deep down inside what I needed to do to create success in my own life. And that brings me on to a really, really great point. You guys need to be able to define what success means for you. It might be a financial target. It might mean a relationship. It might mean a job promotion. It might mean a feeling of happiness and contentment. It means something very, very different for so many people. And it's so important, guys, that you define what that means for you and that you take steps towards that. Follow your own path. Number 4, you got to embrace the change. When you're taking steps towards something new, there's going to be a resistance. Your comfort zone is a really, really safe feeling space. But when you are trying new things, a new hobby, going for a promotion or in a new relationship, we all know the magic happens outside of our comfort zone. So we all know that we have to take steps away from that. And there's a part of our brain that's going to resist that. There's a part of our brain that's going to fight it and constantly want to retreat into its safe place, into its comfort zone. But that's not where the magic is going to happen. We need to embrace the change and understand that things are going to look different, feel different, taste different. We're going to be treated differently, but most of all, we're going to feel really, really different. Don't fight it. Don't always try to understand it. Embrace it and go with it. It's like turning over a new leaf, guys. It's like going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. If you fight it, you might break something. So embrace it in as much as you possibly can. Number 5, and I always like to save the best for last. This is probably one of the most important things. You gotta manage your expectations. For a lot of people, we don't try something new because not only do we fear failing, but we also fear not being perfect at it the first time around. We have this warped sense or this understanding or interpretation of how we're going to behave, think, and feel as we set out on this new journey. And when we fall short of those expectations, we don't pick ourselves back up again. We don't try it again. It felt hard the first time around, so no, that's it. That's me. Done. Where's the comfort zone? Where's my bed? I'm going to hide myself under my duvet again. We need to manage our expectations and have a really clear idea of what's going to happen at the end of it. I remember the first time I ran some events with the Better Life Project, and I was expecting dozens, hundreds of people to turn up to these events. And I realized how truly blessed I was that even 5 people or 10 people turned up. Trade expectation for gratitude, trade supposed to for appreciation, and you're going to feel a hell of a lot different about your journey and the things that you're doing in it. Expectation is going to kill your dreams, it's going to kill your ability to achieve, it's going to just perpetuate that fear of failure because you expect so much of yourself in such a short space of time. You guys have it in you to do everything that you want. The first problem is that we see failure as a bad thing. I see failure as a goddamn gift. The more times you fail, brilliant. Success is only around the corner. So you got to pick yourselves back up again and you got to keep on swimming, just like Dory said. Guys, I hope you have learned something from this episode about how you can fail better. But the most important thing that you guys remember is that failure is not a bad thing. When you guys are out there trying to create something for yourself, and you fear failure, judgment, or rejection, I want you to embrace that change as much as you possibly can. Don't resist it, don't fight it, but learn to live with it. Guys, small minds will judge big goals. And big goals, scary goals, hairy goals, that's what's going to make your life magical, guys. That's what's going to make your life feel so goddamn special. That's what's going to make you feel proud and fulfilled and help you find and discover your purpose and your passion in life. So don't fear failure. Fear never trying. The only difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that successful people will always stand back up every single time that they fall. They will embrace the challenge. They will stand up, dust themselves off and go, okay, success is only around the corner now. I failed 7, let's stand back up 8. Guys, I love talking about this sort of stuff, so if there's anything that you want to ask me, you just fire away in the comment section below, or maybe you have a strategy to help you overcome your fear of failure as well, or even better, just fail better. Make sure that you share them in the comment section below, guys. Make sure that you share this video with anyone that you think will benefit from strategies helping them learn how to fail better. Hope you've enjoyed this show, guys, as much as I have, and until next week, have a fantastic few days, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye!